I've arrived. I come from a place where only the elite are allowed to live. My people and I proud to be the messengers to deliver you the answer to the meaning. Beneficial we are when we enter your metropolitan residue. The way you enter showers, coming with nothing but the naked truth and zest. Rejectable subjects, you can try your best to see through the studs, but all you will see is presence as we move you with style. This is the last train to the end of the galactic lifeline. Better get your ticket, better get it fast. WK if you're last on this planet. When Icarus asteroids plummet to Earth, making room for the new birth, the answer to the meaning. Where you from? I'm from that place of space and the outer face of the universe. I'm soon dispersed back to my space capsule. You can either come along or stay behind and perish.
Man considered himself, for in a way, man mentally was one. He consisted of a trillion ageless bodies, each in its place, each resting quiet and incorruptible, each cared for by perfect automatons, equally incorruptible, while the minds of all the bodies freely melted one into the other, indistinguishable. Man said, the universe is dying. Man looked about at the dim galaxy, the giant stars, spendthrifts, were gone long ago, back in the dimmest of the dim far past. Almost all stars were white dwarfs, fading to the end. New stars had been built of the dust of human stars, some by natural processes, some by man himself, and those were going too. White dwarfs might yet be crashed together, and of the mighty forces so released, new stars built. But only one star for every 1,000 white dwarfs destroyed, and those would come to an end too. Man said, carefully husbanded, as directed by the cosmic AC, the energy that is even yet left in all the universe lasts for billions of years. But even so, said man, eventually it will all come to an end. However it may be husbanded, however steadfast, the energy once expended is gone and cannot be restored. Entropy must increase forever to the maximum. Man said, can entropy not be reversed? Let us ask the cosmic AC. The cosmic AC surrounded us in space, not a fragment of it was in space. It was in hyperspace, and made of something that was neither matter nor energy. The question of its size and nature no longer has meaning in the terms that man has got to say. Cosmic AC said, how may entropy be reversed? Cosmic AC said, there is as yet insufficient balance for meaning to answer. Man said, so let the person invest. The cosmic AC said, I will do so. I have been doing so for 100 billion years. My predecessors and I have been asked this question many times.
The first time I committed suicide, I killed the boy inside the man that you saw when I stood down, stand with a manhood that no longer scrapes the ground. Trapped in the bubble of despair, I declare I deodorize them guys who spoil shit like fungi. I'm only one guy out of many Scarubs, a man. As sharp as a Shiite sword, my IQ, but it's eating toward intellect, burning as spiders and torturing shadows on the walls of the metropolitan citadel. With the persistence and dedication of a Jehovah's Witness, going door to door, I go man to man, tape in hand. Would you like to purchase a commodity and become one of the selected few who are aware of my crew? You ought to be one to make that trade. You're 7 to my 16, some odd minutes of pure thought recorded on your audio film. Then you can fill me on how dope that shit was. Don't look at me like that. We all have costumes in our closets enabling the abstractions of reality to take place. I'm not one to bow down to collect skeletons, but that doesn't mean my self-worth is worth less than the price of a halfway decent magazine. Full of MCs who rumble like bumblebees, only got one sharp style, then they die away, leaving behind a splinter of their existence that's not even worth picking at. Well, I guess you're right. So buy the shit. You know what I'm saying, man? It's a yes or no question, fool. Yes. I'm down. Originality on the hip-hop scene is that intense blue in your jeans when first bought, but fade out through time, and need to be time for replacement. I've seen spiders in my basement spin webs of more persistence than that of my kin when it comes to rapping. My audio album is full of vacant promises. MCs hop on a hit bandwagon bragging with rubber band excuses of why I should purchase such tapes and shows, but snap back to bleed placebos of those that already make me scowl. So I ask you now, how will we body surf in the tidal waves of tranquility if we are afraid to test the waters of originality? Meanwhile, the blind youth imitate imitators, and the descriptive pockets get greater off of that yeast, but we live our lives as matzah. For those exact reasons, I am a rebel, using guerrilla war-like tactics to impose on those whose foes are like those of sloppy pitches in flight. Shitting on me in the rest of hip-hop? I think not. After all, I wouldn't want my offspring coming up thinking, so this is the type of bullshit Daddy used to listen to. Ew. Did you hear that? I like shit Daddy used to listen to. Never will I. water, life's complexities can concave. Like when stacking cards, only to adjourn to 52 pickup. But what's to be expected with jokers on the foundation? My antidote to that outcome is to lead a nation that consists of one who knows his own mind. Once that is achieved, then I'll spend the rest of my evenings taking out men like that of Michelin, coming at me with rubbery personality and attire, tempting me to aspire to the age of the retirement. My environment made me what I am. Scarab is a man with a melancholy insight, a gypsy on the move, searching for that poison that will turn my dirt into dollars. For then and only then will I truly have a wealthy mind. I stroll behind only to leave when tables turn, because when they turn, you learn that there is no such thing as control, only the manipulation of the mind. Yeah, man, you're right.
I feel violated. Standing on my own 2 feet, I'm always at. Full attention, relax my guard and state the fact. Always relate to those who love the true and hate the whack. Try to come off cool, collective, not like a maniac.
Well, my name is Merch, you know I do the same. Never more than melancholy when my mind's in frame. Dive straight to tables turning, yo, we play the game. A life, and if you're wise, yo, you do the same.
Scarub is a man who builds up on his own, whether it be in life or on the microphone. When I was younger, I had a case of styling from the dome, but now that I'm older, my epidemic is full blown.
Both fleet for passage get destroyed by my fleet. I seek refuge under catacombs, because I heard from a friend that's where the legends roam. Eli is the son of Earth and Neptune, blossoming across universal spectrum. Moons in orbit making the Earth electric, expected to affect the disconnected, especially since I'm a missionary and variables are free, able to see the future as it's exposed to me. Melancholy gypsy, the title grew close to me. They told me the way it was is how it's supposed to be. Not claiming to be on other shit, although I am. Far from what that record plays, it's no name brand. I walk in the same land as you, him or her, but my movements differ. To all these people, I'm just a blur.
Congratulates, greeting hand, salutations to all who made it through the gates. Gates meaning now, you're thinking for yourself. It's a whole new world when your shit ain't on the shelf. But I ain't complaining, it'll be there soon. Plan to have my shit together sometime around June. Lunatic, crazy psycho, I heard it all before. Still bumping Spice Girls on the plane when we tour. You see, too much of something is bad enough, but when you ain't got shit, then you mad as fuck. Claiming that you need a deal on my tape cause you had it rough. Would've called it, but that 100 in your wallet was your bluff. Life as an underground MC ain't fluff. Band smoking in the club, now I switch to snuff. Me, Ikea, and Mudfoot, Encyclopedia Brown at the bar sipping duff.
We were tired of fools with their false-ass accusations. It appears that their imaginations as well as instigators had led them astray of a path that lay just short of our patience. Bitches laugh as we man-dogged each other on the outside of their inside joke, while the propaganda between us was mirror and smoke set up by the devil's advocate, disguised as cool underground hip-hop brothers. But I'm not one to dwell in the past, plus my sexuality smothers the fires that blaze in the mouth of liars who get hard off of controversy. My dispersal from LA was strictly for self, not because of intimidation. There's a difference between jumping and being pushed, and I dove into the bay. Reside in San Jose and still to this day prophesied the eliteness of the melancholy gypsy colony. And I warn fools now that I may be seen as a nice guy, but egos will fester like the sockets of black eyes of white guys, continue to speak of what they know not. My lyrics are fresh, but they can also rot in the minds of men, causing pain in the brain like that of constipation in the abdomen, leading to the combustion of shitheads. I wait with the calm patience of one who has seen all matter of good and evil, until it's my turn to serve and kick garbage MCs to the curb. With the ease as it was for these three melancholy gypsies, in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be.
Ever shall be. They wanna soak up the life like a centerfold these days. I recall the afternoons when it was all a chase, all amazing the days of tying shoelace. All these foolish mortals getting up in my face.
It's like posting the results before the outcome. Grab hold of your thoughts before your mouth runs off on a subject that's subject to place. You in the position of getting socked in the face. Making an ass of myself left a bitter taste, so it stopped before movement as I'm moving through the space.
Yesterday I seen his fool and he looked just like me. And when he grabbed the microphone, he sound just like Eve. But when he rocked the crowd, he acted just like Merce, you see. So I had to tell him make the melancholy gypsy up to weed. Those damn melancholy gypsies, they come to my house and they put duty in a paper bag, and then they put the paper bag on my doorstep. They add Pfizer to the duty, they ring my doorbell, I come outside, I stamp on paper bag, I get duty all over my foot. Damn them melancholy gypsies, them goddamn motherfuckers. You shit damn motherfuckers. This concrete jungle is rumbling. People come visit, leave, running, stumbling, fumbling, mumbling. Over words, in other words, if you ain't down with experimentation, then you for the birds. Come follow I penetrate through the western hemisphere, parallel to the primary way sunlight goes through prisms, breaking particle elements down to their primary organisms and original elements through optical spectroscopes. On the verge of assembling invisible invaders, invading invaders who cause craters in my well-being, depleting away, giving a frown upside down. It's funny the way they say that tables turn. When the tables get turned and you burn, you learn through trial and error. You cannot terrify. I defy the guy who causes you to lie for the green. Living in a house full of cocaine, unplug your brain. From that television, incision yourself in mental wealth or die stealthily. Myself is healthy. I got a buff brain, buff enough to squeeze like thoughts and make it rain in your cranium. With no drain, you'll drown. Hearing the sound of the world blow you away. In a whirlwind, when the whirlwind comes, goes, the color revive, the color of your eyes closed, I exist through exo-osmosis, and a lot like reptilians that can camouflage in the color of sin. Siam. Isn't that fool who climbed to the top of the watchtower and blacked the sun in his big head? Causing an eclipse, making the planet sky, the color is something I never seen before. The gleam before used to be green before, but now it's a melancholy color. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. This concrete jungle is rumbling. People come visit, leave, running, stumbling, fumbling, mumbling. Over words, in other words, if you ain't down with experimentation, then you for the birds. Come follow I penetrate through the western hemisphere. What's up? This is Siam, S-I-A-M. Scarub is a man, surrounded by a mass of young minds with brain cells stored with bullshit. I waste time in brain tissue trying to cleanse their dirty asses, so I just leave them behind. Open up your mind, this is hip hop. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Peace. Tiptoeing through space and time, I am unseen but still exist. Tightrope walking on life over death, balancing with bliss.
Tiptoeing through time and space, I am unseen but still exist. Breaking black holes and destinies with my mic holding fist.
Tiptoeing through space and time, unseen but still exist. Stay fit, life relevant, freely express my subconscious. It's amazing what you think of when you make no effort to think at all. Maybe small, but thoughts, no matter the size, can open eyes. So I devise a simple plan to reveal just what I feel, whether or not you're packing steel or just plain out your mind. Even those in the business of uttering rhymes can't handle terms of mine when they're rejected and then injected to the core of your collective mind. Saying rhymes no longer exist as a hobby of mine, and I'm not a hip-hopper, I'm strictly an expressionist. I exited that field when everything was considered real, from sex appeal to diamond necklaces, worthless existences. Sense of 7, elements 5. If you don't hold down at least one, you sure ain't live in my reality. Fathom the idea if you existed without me. Quite boring if you ask me. Pass me the mic and I'll express myself. Pass it back and do it no shame.
Tiptoeing through space and time, I am unseen but still exist. Tightrope walking on light over death, balancing with bliss.
Tiptoeing through time and space, I am unseen but still exist. Breaking black holes and destinies with my mic holding fist. As I glance upon my notes of lyrical manifest descriptions, dictating voices of rhyme through an animated lecture. I consume atmospheres when I engage on my fears. Any attempt to corrupt my aura won't even leave a smear on my mirror of life as I see my own reflection. Bounded connection, bridged by a guided designation to a dimension of heart flows on the wings of charted crows. Yes, I expand the minds who lost their minds to grow. I recite, therefore I am. I indulge my mic stand. Grab a mic so tight it can't breathe an ounce of air. I choose to construct and build, never to destroy. When your spirit is broken, your will not employ you to reach a higher level of consciousness through your content. Speaking nonsense, but with no urge to repent. Now I live to save hip hop with an urge to innovate. And when I die, my lyrics will forever procreate.
Tiptoeing through space and time, I am unseen but still exist. Tightrope walking on light over death, balancing with bliss. This is a prime example how a trampler starts trampling with more bounce than a trampoline. Trampolize, tramps, and track guys. You may not see me in a magazine, but that doesn't mean I don't exist on the hip-hop scene. My main focus is to exterminate instigators who jump back and forth like seesaw. If I saws them from afar, then I saws them in half. Right on. Their life turns into congestion for the sawdust. They wish they saw us first, hoping this original lumberjack will linger back into the outback and give up the 4-track tactics that are spectacular. Like the girl, something like that. Even if I didn't dance, boy, listen to hip hop all the time, I'd still be a better b-boy than you. I am a passenger, a pacifier, a melancholy gypsy. The wind that spins your windmill, causing your propeller might take to elevate out of the cesspool. No, not considered cool. Bitch boy, I'm not playing, I'm just saying Scarub is a man. Tiptoeing through time and space, I am unseen but still exist. Tightrope walking on light over death, balancing with bliss.
What is an MC if you can't rap? What is a beat without a live clap? What is an MC? What is a beat? What is an MC if you can't rap? What is a beat without a live clap? What is an MC? What is a beat? What is an MC if you can't rap? What is a beat without a live clap? What is an MC? What is a beat? What is an MC if you can't rap? What is a beat without a live clap? What is an MC? What is a beat?
I sit all alone and hold my breath with my eyeballs shut when the ring wind death's gonna sneak up from the rear with a spear or a sickle. And in my life with the pain that will tickle my enemy's hearts. Will they take part? Will I die with a smile? Will he smile at my funeral? But until then I'll continue to serve men left and right with a curbside service. I've been around the underground with a melancholy view of one man crew who unravels the sloppy thinking of the Lord who perform in a swarm of nothingness. So I dedicate this rhyme to the deceased who've already died in my mind, but whose bodies don't know the time, so they rhyme like chickens with their heads cut off. Wings plucked, you're punished. Groundation. You thought you were fly, trying to jump to the sky, but you fell down to the ground to die. Now you lie. With a peer pressure hard to measure from a Panamanian pipe pump, lower constricting, squeezing every inch of breath left, crushing the windpipe and the mic. I disappear laughing.
What is a beat? What is an MC? What is a beat?
See, man, that's what I'm talking about. These characters can't even rhyme, claim to be MCs. You ask them to freestyle and they can't even freestyle. They're like, oh no, I don't do freestyles, but you do rhyme. That's like you having to write down what you say before having a conversation. What?
Every day I look into the mirror and ask myself, why am I rapping? Am I rapping for free will? Is it my fate? My state is that I'm an expressionist in all forms of artistry. Lyrically as a verbal disciple, my style you might not like, though I still ignite what I write as an innovative gypsy. Feel me, oh kill me to an extent. Through your mind I will travel, the method of the rhyme I will unravel. I like to meditate alone when I'm at home in my dormitory. Here I am signifying my glory, resolute the untold story. It all seems the same with fools, the imitated styles, that ain't my thing. Y'all need to see the reality of being innovative. Origination is what I'm tasting. Now take time and pause and look into the eyes of this fellow Daisy, who isn't taken seriously. It seems because I'm only 19, y'all know what I mean. Underraters, perpetrators, ignorant haters. Take time to rewind, redesign your train of thought. Do me that favor, yeah. Do me that favor,
What is an MC if you can't rap? What is a beat without a live clap? What is an MC? What is a beat?
Man, even if you really did care what you dare, could you dare witness to this territorial terminating terrible freestyle infantile MC trying to infiltrate the infantry? Don't even underestimate and try to get over on the underdog. I stay tall, so I see it all from an overall standing on the mind. I do what I like and I like what I feel, so I feel what I like and I do is real.
What's happening in Los Angeles?
What's happening, Los Angeles? What's happening, Los Angeles?
L.A.
What's happening? What's happening, Los Angeles? And what's up?
I'm waking up with just enough time to save myself. Cover up my physical, uncover my mental. Lacing up my simples to step off into the world. Journey onto this jungle on a joyride. Experience fills my backpack. I carry it wherever I want. In this case, the place is south of the Golden State. A born Angelino, lost in the land overcrowded with petty people. This shit's a soap opera. LA 902. The young and the dreaded episodes get broadcast with drama for that ass. Sex and violence plaguing the population within its limits. Where countywide, evilness coincides with modern day death styles on the grounds of my hometown. Lay like textiles around. I'm searching till utopia is found. Unfortunately, nowhere near the place I call home. LA, as Merce would say. The curse be the day I stray from the place I was raised. Much praise goes to those native to my neighborhood, familiar with the place I rest. I love it all, from the Bloods and Crips back to the hoochies in the mall. The riders on Crenshaw, hate it if you want to, but it's where I grew up and will remain my city show enough. Los Angeles, can you handle this? Where the vandals is the scandalous. Los Angeles, can you handle this? Where the vandals is the land of the scandalous.
I'm just an angry Los Angelino, the older than the middle-aged teen, still too young to go to Reno and win it all. So I stay loco and gamble with my life's longevity, playing hopscotch, which is inevitable. And the rest of my pals, we be staying miles away, spread out within the LA district. We construct, collide, and conclude the elusive attitudes of the metropolitan people. Where you from? Out of town. So you're a visitor. Are you staying far? Hop into my car, I'll take you for a ride. We can go sightseeing into the intimate, intense underground hip-hop scenery. Plazas and circles of rhymers and breakers, groovers and turntables. You can take pictures or purchase this tape as a souvenir. Here, take this free t-shirt. Don't never say I never gave you anything. I expect you to go home and tell the rest of your people how hospitable this original native Los Angelino named Siam really was, and how he still put it down on the rhyme. Y'all come back now, you're here to Los Angeles, city of angels. Wow. This Los Angeles, can you handle this? Los Angelino, we be going to the extreme. Los Angeles, can you handle this? Los Angelino, we be going to the extreme of things.
As long as I'm trooping the storm by foot, keep the equalizer, quick divider of your advantage. But if it's mano y mano, I manage to throw them heavily to damage. Steadily, but now in the pussy fight age, they're readily prepared with a gauge, a trigger thing to put in ya. If you can't take no ass whipping, you're a boss woman if you pull it. But a silver bullet couldn't fuck with three from where? Wolf Coast MCs. Tease your ears with flying things that make you wanna squeeze anything. Get your hands up on, and that could be possibly something of mine. If the criminal minded your mind in your own, because the evil eye come in your LIFE. Heavily rooted verbs are fighting words where I'm from, but I don't claim or bang. I curve serve lyrics, and the only set I affiliate with all that of the sun techniques. And while your relatives from back east keep visiting, it show ain't the cheese. It's underground MCs, sunny skies, beautiful women, and an ain't easy living in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, mattering. If you from LA, you part of my family. Los Angeles, where the vandals is. Can you handle this? The land of the scandalous. Los Angeles, pros with tipsy. Los Angeles, pros with tipsy. What's happening?
Los Angeles is a Holocaust. Los Angeles is a Holocaust.
This is not a test. This is Siam, S-I-A-M, informing you all, you must save yourself. I repeat, save yourself. Hello? Save yourself. They don't hear you, man. It's too late. Please. I sit on the side of walkways, watching these courageous live that fat man stroll. I'm here to be large in the life, but now moving more than inches on a map that only measures the miles. Daydreaming is acceptable, but sleepwalking is dangerous. I smile on my inside, thinking life is too short to be acting all high. I don't care if you Jesus will still get nailed down. So cross out of that optical effect to your physical effect will become another bloody sacrifice. Die, kingdom to come, dying shall be done. Sleepwalkers by the elite, ascend to ghetto heaven. Now ain't that some holy shit to riffing about? I find it amusing we're oblivious to the galactic vineyard, and salvation is limited to mythology. Abandoning twilight panoramic views, giving clues to something out there. I doubt we're solo, but the thought of an extraterrestrial party on Earth would bring new birth in the mind of homos who attend their tabernacles on Sabbath and Sundays, then proclaim that they're the chosen ones with their water skeletons. Boasting with a water base will only get you so far before evaporation. Earth is doomed. Superman is in a wheelchair. Black stars have turned into black holes. There's no hope for those who are aware and despise stagnation. Self-emancipation is your only savior. Save yourself. Hello? Earth is doomed. Superman is in a wheelchair. Black stars have turned into black holes. There's no hope for those who are aware. Despise stagnation. Self-emancipation is your only savior. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm selfish. Short of both times, improving self, the issue's just low quality when it's done. I used to race time like fat boys do, in front of lunch lines when writing rhymes, but now I take my time and have my fun, making me rhyme-ish. I compose rhymes that switch people's altitudes like switchblades, switch the attitudes of persons on the opposite end when empty-handed. When characters come up to me empty-minded, I don't ask what's the matter, I ask what is your matter. But their underdeveloped minds are still full of yoke. Eggheads don't get my jokes, just get their shells broke. But first I explain the deranged punchline that makes me so ticklish. Matter can't be destroyed nor created, just separated. So when I separate your matter, it's just a matter of time before I find out what is the matter. Because obviously, you don't know. So you begin already losing half the battle, buddy. You can curse at me at the decibel that the sun preaches, but you will still begin already losing half the battle, buddy. Listen, Earth is doomed. Superman is in a wheelchair. Black stars have turned into black holes. There's no hope for those who are aware and despise stagnation. Self-emancipation is your only savior. Earth is doomed. Superman is in a wheelchair. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Hello? Hello? It's too late. Sometimes I stand on the front porch and curse out the world, then reside into the backyard of of God. But there's no use in abusing yourself. My wealth is worth only as much as my health is able to uphold. I uphold 1/3 of a gypsy fortress. My melancholy intellect scorches mistakes, including my own, not allowing me to do the same thing twice, whether it be on microphones or brutally battling in circles for respect. We wreck the rejectable subjects who are like wild weed on this earth. Our turf is wherever our heads lie, when the darkness is the sky, and lit suffocate eyesight in insight, sketches, pictures, images, dreams of caravanning to the rim of the world. Slow dance with destiny before the last song is played. An Apollo swallow the whole biology, bio, hollow, global, hologram. Damn. Earth is doomed. Superman is in a wheelchair. Black stars have turned into black holes. There's no hope for those who are aware and despise stagnation. Self-emancipation is your only savior. Do you hear me? Emancipation is your only savior. Earth is doomed. Superman is in a wheelchair. Black stars have turned. Flying in the winds of innocence, I bend the rules of relevance like TV antennae to identify a clearer picture on things. Have instinct, the other guesstimation. I feel for freshness like the seeing impaired on their knees, searching for their spectacles in the dark. My thoughts may seem clear, but that's from the practice of looking through cracked lenses and crooked frames to see disfigured faces of reality fit together like plate tectonic jigsaw pieces. Forever shifting like the hips of a woman trying too hard to catch unwanted attention, which is only one of the many reflections seen bouncing off the third eye of a scarab beetle in flight. When all things are considered, I won't even attempt to entertain the idea of forgetting, although I will forgive those who have thrown away their grudges. Scarub is a man who trudges on, no matter the fatter or anorexic a friendship becomes. When shit is not my fault, when shit is full of salt, and nothing can grow between us. And the meanest of malice, callous the brain, attacking our friendly bases. The way acne disfigures faces, causing situations to get ugly. Don't even cater to the fantasy of mugging me physically or verbally. I stand president over the situation with a sword of vengeance and a relief of malicious mourners on my side. This is not a battle rap, but an exchange of information. I stand in formation and solo. That's Spanish for solo, so there is no excuse for miscommunication in this confrontation. I stated before, I stand over the recessive like dominant genes do, turning everything blue when all things are considered. When all things are considered, where will you stand? Will you still be that same soldier or the boy inside the man? When all things are considered, where will you stand? Will you still be that same soldier or the boy inside the man? Every once in a while I find myself having to take a time out, roll up my sleeves, slap on the latex gloves, and stick my hands in that cavity in between the two ears, aiding in the birth of new ideas for men to take home, nurse, call their own, then bring back when they're grown for checkups, mic check, shouts, and shots. Immunization is a definite in this diabolical hip-hop world. The hell with chicken pox, we need strong MCs with a heart like that of Tupac, but focused on the right direction. We have enough fools with a fractured outlook on things. I guess that's why I don't care to battle miniature literature MCs. I'd rather help than hurt, although sometimes helping involves giving out free ass whoopings. And that's when I take off the latex gloves and lace up the golden gloves and give MCs their golden opportunity. See, I'm one for equality, and equal rights means equal of hooks as well, so don't get shook when all things are considered. See, man, that's what I'm talking about, TKO, you know? When all things are considered, where will we stand? Will we end up killing each other? Is that the overall plan? When all things are considered, where will we stand? Will we end up killing each other? Is that the overall plan? As complex as it may seem, life is merely a tag team of earth, water, fire, and wind. Depending on the combination, the concoction, conclusion is life or death. The elements are elementary, breaking the most powerful of things down into microfragment pieces. So now is the best time to control your destiny. State your thesis. While most of your friends are on their way to becoming someone else, originality lies somewhere in between Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. It only exists in the minds of the strong and reflects off the kinds of lives that we live. And meanwhile, from a universal perspective, our planet spins as one of the elected to collide with geriatrics, genocide, and all types of tricky things I can't pronounce, let alone know how to spell. But I know what I feel, and shit is no longer fat, it's flat, with endless punchlines and deflated rhymes. Reconstruction is a must before the world busts. In self I trust when all things are considered. I've collided with more foul devils than a vast hell can hold, and have a roll to revelation for my devious accusation. Hell doesn't start with an H, it starts with an E and ends with an H, and displays art in between its realm. Society is the film and man's the picture in motion. Motion pictures portray picture perfect portraits for us to grab onto and apply to our daily lives like vitamins. Between the humidity and my sloppy ways, I'm screaming out my heart to you, but you don't hear me because your ears are still ringing from that whack-ass concert last night. Illusions are the conclusions to people's personal outtake on life, like when equal rights are applied to minorities. My seniority is withered, similar to the hearts of my peers, for the tears that we shed for the dead and the dead men walking. All we own is attitude, so I pity those born dreamers whose heads are as hollow as chicken bone. Once you scrape out the marrow, you find a narrow thinker within yourself, but by then it's too late. It's too late. It's too damn late. Shooting their missiles forever in a day with their loaded pistols. Another innocent bystander is shot on the street with a show of agony, in the face in the wrong time, in the wrong place, with a sad case of you bet your life. Living your life in the infamous city of angels. Lost gonna get tossed if you don't watch your back with a weapon. Keep on stepping in the urban terrain. Crime infested all over the brains of juveniles who get aroused by moving their bowels on others. Name and again, get paid. Brothers will steal from brothers, selling that rock on the block with a Glock. When you hit, will hop on a highlight. Fly like at twilight, you might find yourself willing able to pull that trigger quick with no hesitation. Hesitate, you be leaving this nation quick with a bullet hole in your head. Beloved, you better watch yourself. Bullets is bad for your health. Nowadays, your whereabouts are limited to the point where you can't even walk straight. AG, they be getting crazy, hitting you up with all types of angles. Don't dangle under the street light too long. My cousin died, my mama cried, his mama flied back down to Bogota. I'm warning y'all, cops and robbers are swarming y'all, and they punks, they don't fist fight, they gunfight while women we brawl. I'm tired, man. Run away, I've got that the planet's like sheep. I wonder if he'll run or creep in, bringing the Armageddon. And if he does, will it really be him or his clone? Will his foundation be of holy or synthetic bone, blood, and cartilage? Will we ever be able to bridge an understanding so that we can walk adjacent with the overstanding? Or will we battle, leaving each other without the space nor time to formulate alternatives in a love and hate relationship where no one lives? And seconds before the final call, the stupid, ignorant, and blind drop to their knees begging for forgiveness, then run away, head for the hills with their tall tails in between their legs as the world is taken over by plagues of the mind, body, and soul. I wonder.
I used to rhyme with, you know what I'm saying? Eli, Merce, what's up with the Living Legends? Global Flotation, you know what I'm saying? Daysman Empire, the Secret Service, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Woodstock, Extra Elos, Justice League, KGB, my man Ron Smart, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All the fools I used to groove with, you know what I'm saying? The Kool-Aid. The fools I was grooving with in Mexico in Cancun, breakdancing in the middle of the restaurant at like 3:30 in the morning. That's hip hop for you. Siam says, "Que pasa?" You know what I'm saying? A lot of people coming up to me asking me, "Yo, Siam, Scarub, what do you mean? What is the answer to the meaning? What is it? A riddle? A puzzle?"
What is the definition? Define the word, deferred. The word defines the definite division, dividing the rest, restricted from I. 1/3 of a try. Using my Sarah, I top, triceratopping, chopping chunks from chumps who choose to try to trespass atmosphere. To the left instead of the right, ignite Halley's Comet catastrophe. Unidentical individuals giving salutations to the independent thinkers, constantly risking absurdity as challengers of oblivion.
Spoken word, heard by the fire. Phoenix the herd, seen it transpire. Lowered in the sky, before the eyes, exposing the lies, but we fear self-action, reaction like C-action, up and down but found not to do shit. We be acting like we down for one another, bullshit. Other feelings cloud our thoughts, caught in the mind game, stuck in the frame, sweating shame, afraid to maim our goals, to make it through the dark holes of life, hoping not to burn out in the night, insecure to the light, candle in the wind, candle in the life of sin, hoping to make amends with God, while I'm in the twilight zone dressed like Rod Serling with lung cancer, another JoJo dancer laughing when I should be crying time inside. I take a ride on the pig hide of democracy, trying to make a mockery of how life stands in the eyes of man, trials upon sand, so one day your children can finally stand free like oppression, dressed in a clan suit, damn, and some Timberland boots, cause pain is free, while love has its price, and some never even make it back from the hole to the fucking ice. It's stone, too high to go and leave your home, through like a poem, sang by Billie Holiday, alone, trying to figure out where these years have gone. Learn to make these choices so you can build up your fucking voices to where you make a difference instead of paying out the difference. Not knowing the difference on how you can make a difference. See the difference on how we're not too different. Find a motherfucking way to make your life significant. Spoken words heard by the firebird. Phoenix the herd, seen it transpire. Grow in the sky, I prefer the eyes, exposing the lies. Spoken words heard by the firebird. Phoenix the herd, seen it transpire. Gold in the sky, right before their eyes, exposing the lies.
心の中で起こった変化、今まで黙ってたけどなんかもう変わってもうてんや。連帯感を復活させる時間、沈黙でもペンは動く。一人自己問答しとる、ほっぽり出されたような感覚、まず消さなあかんはず。深く千金狙った一人自分勝手、やってもすぐ浮き彫りになる間違い、そういう時こそ狙いに行く逆転の巻き返し、肝心な物事の主題、見逃せへん考えのキレ、無理やり合わすのは不自然、機嫌がコロコロ変わる生活の波、操られるままにほったらかしなわけないから、自分の周りを遠目から眺めた言葉できっちり肩をつける今の空気、漂ってる穏やかな時の流れ方、密かに驚きを運んでくる渡り鳥、場所を変えて活気を取り戻す感情の移り変わり、気の配りどころ、心の受け答え、前と今やったら何もかもちゃうように見えてきた。イライラしながらしてた我慢、裏返しにしたら普段持ってた不快感から脱出したい放題、動ける身軽な状態、がんじがらめから次へ移動、抑え込まれた表現の解放、がんじがらめから次へ移動、抑え込まれた表現の解放。
The ideal man's ride into the future is on the back of the nameless. Now combine the freeloader with too much pride, and what you get is the shameless, aimless individuals who expect to be praised for existing. And I too would bow down if my ignorance stretched that far. But that's like using a rubber band to braces to embrace the waistline of a fat man who just ate. Something is bound to snap, and when it does, you won't find my hands bruised, shaking off the stinging pains of their negligence. I came through the door, I said it before, there's a hole in our reasoning, And every time the wind blows, it reminds me of glass bottles being blown into. Hella hollow with a hum that leaves me numb on the inside, indicating no substance. This identical texture that will feel the same next year. If none of us don't break the mold of hip-hop, sold out cardboard messiahs, and burn down the industrial puppet show.